Paradox in general, from what I understand, we get so little of them, and good games are depending on having tons of them. Yeah, I mean, Monarch Points lets you just do more stuff. The reason they have it, and I kind of see this, is... Hang on. Friends in need. Recently brought a request from her family. Apparently their regency has been troubled by diplomatic scandals lately, and asked if we could help them in any way. So we can give them Diplo power. Or we could say no. Yeah, I'll send you some Diplo. Royal marriage with Aragon has ended. That's unacceptable. Get another one. Pronto. Yay. Stop looking at ideas, Mordred. You're not going to get any. Remember when buildings cost Monarch points? No. When was that? Was that when the game first released? Actually, I do vaguely remember that. Pre-development, yeah, that's what I thought. Because it was Monarch points and money? Is that right? New Pope. Pope is acceptable. And I'm over my diplomatic relation. Did I lose the Curia? No. Why am I over my Diplo relations? This is so weird. I don't understand what I just lost. That happens far too often. Right, so I have admin points. I can... Aha! Level 2 stability? Seriously? Okay, we definitely need to strip one of their power. Can't and can't. Crack down on smuggling, which would give... It's not that, it's... that. No, it's not. Assess estate's power, list estate privileges, here we go. Smuggling... -6 to -30 tax rate on this estate's trade income. Which I think just makes them more money. And gives me more trade power, so I like that one. Plus 7.5% tax rate on the estate's income, which I think means that I make more taxes from them, or they keep more of the trade income. Plus 7.5 provincial income taxed by this estate. Does that mean I lose tax income and they gain that? Which again, I'm okay with. Autonomy I want to strip away. Despite the fact I keep on saying, here, have some autonomy for 5 years. Diminished embargoes. Actually, I do want to get rid of that because I am using embargoes now. Principal core suppliers, they get more urban production modifier in all provinces, which again I'm okay with. So, the embargo strength one I want to get rid of. How much am I losing to it, first of all? No, embargo strength. That would be in here. No, it's in the trade. It's in here. And... it's not privateer efficiency. It's not trade efficiency. Diminished embargoes, 10% reduction. %'s not a huge amount, so I think I would like to reduce their autonomy, especially because they are in my biggest cities. But then again, this will lose loyalty. So could I could do a decade of self-rule and revoke. That one? Smuggling was the trade power. Honorary titles was... something. Right of commerce was their local tax. Embargoes was that one. Army service. Supplies to the court. Yeah, I think it was that one. It'd be nice if they actually said what they did. House centralization will still be below 40. So we're going to go ahead and do this. I just want to see how much it's going to cost me. Appointing new cardinals. I'm going to suggest a few names. And the contest has started again. Grudgingly accept. 50% chance of losing a stability. Didn't. Good. Right, we're at 60%. That's fine. Alright, so we got our reform through. And we still have a positive stability. That's good. I like this. This is positive. Ryan Lead, thank you very much for the follow. And Padishah, I missed that one earlier. Sorry about that. Welcome to the channel. EU4 music is good. Only the most select. Paris got another cardinal. And I'm back up to 4. And we are slowly but surely curtailing the number of cardinals in the Curia in general, because we've been in control of it for a while now. How is Bohemia doing? Bohemia's still doing its thing. The estates are restless. Several of your most powerful citizens from the various estates have come to you with concerns involving the new direction of your government. They seem especially concerned that this more centralized government might infringe on their traditional rights. Too damn right they are. So they lose 10 loyalty and I gain 15 prestige. Remind them that the many advantages that trusted partners and friends might have. Nudge, nudge. Not as good as a wink. Attempt to convince them that a strong state is necessary to defend their lands, or decentralize slightly to reassure them. We're not decentralizing. Remind them of the advantages that trusted partners and friends might have. Because corruption self-corrects. And the general corruption in my nation is going down as I curtail their worst excesses. And I may have not realised just how full I'd filled that teacup. Okay, we're good now. More or less. Have I tried the new Kaiserreich patch? No, because there's been no new patches to the base Hearts of Iron. A new Victoria would be nice. I'm not one of these people who just goes, yeah, we should have a Victoria 3. Woo, paradox! But seriously, we should have a new Victoria. I would love to see how, like, the new Paradox way of doing things would change the Victoria mechanics to make them more approachable, more understandable. Also, I've read that the corruption reduction slider can be used, they just didn't remove the message. Okay then. I mean, it would still be very difficult to offset that greater noble corruption. There's a lot of greater noble corruption, because again, they're over 50% influence. I could drop their influence some more, make some more lesser nobles, and then empower the lesser nobles. Because I could do that. It would piss off just about everyone, but we are very stable right now. Do it. We've spent years collecting dirt on our rivals amongst the greater nobles, in case such an occasion might arise that we need to curtail their power. Some have boldly committed petty crimes with the tacit permission of royal agents. Some have lurid and secret affairs which would otherwise be quite embarrassing if exposed. So we have a 50% chance of losing 1 stability and then another 25% chance of losing a second. They lose 10 loyalty. Lessers lose more. Let me just... yeah, we're going to do it. Do it! I lost 1. That's fine. Let's do the fast option. That's fine. And then the lessers will need another privilege in 27 months. It said earlier that this was a core. Well, apparently this wasn't a core. It is now. Yeah, it has a lot more trade power compared to the surrounding provinces. So, Rohan Estuary still has more province trauma. Which is definitely taking a while to go away. But I think that's still like the impact of the plague. Two of a kind. No other queen consort is as brave as Amathild. Military tactics and organisation have always been of great interest to her. In addition to her daily sword practice, she spends many hours each day studying the art of war. So we could get a skill 3 discipline person for 50%. Or our current commandant works even harder. I cannot afford a skill 3 even at 50%. So no. If it's a skill 2 at 50%, I might consider it. Greater Noble Corruption is still +1. Well, I guess it hasn't recalculated who got what. Takes like a year. Can I show autonomy map mode? I was just thinking of doing that. Because I wanted to see it myself. As soon as I remember where it is, because I don't think I've ever actually used this. It's got to be economic, surely. So there's still a lot of autonomy down in the southeast, northeast and southwest. But in and around Paris, it's actually acceptable. It is going down. 0.005. 0.3. It's actually going up there. They just died. Whoops. It's going down pretty quickly here, 0.1. So these ones should be going quickly because I just caught them. And I suspect that these are poor because of the communication is bad. Yeah, monthly autonomy gain plus 0.4. Well, here it's 0.0063. So I think it is time to start investing quite seriously in roads. So we're going to go to automated construction. No we're not. Get me out of here. It would be really nice if there was a road overview. But unfortunately there isn't, and there's no real quick way of seeing this either. I guess we could do the autonomy view again. That would give us an idea. 5, 6, 5, 3, 3, 2, 2, 2, 1. None. Because part of the thing is I could spend manpower on doing some of the road construction too. There is a road overview and the building overview. Oh. Do. Is that in a decision thing? Go to buildings, then click on the road. That's what I just did. It doesn't show what level they are. Oh, here! I see it now. Okay. So the question is, where do I want to do these? I didn't even realise this was a scroll thing. We have no irrigation anywhere. Okay. So I mean, part of the question is, do we want to upgrade where it's really low, or do we want the high ones to go first? I think we probably do want to do the low ones. Though it doesn't actually tell you what level it is. Well, that's just the communication. Is communication modified by other things other than roads? Yeah, it's also distance. Yeah, I know you have to do it through the decisions. I'm just trying to decide whether I want to improve the ones up here or start straight from where the problems are. I think I want to start straight with where the problems are. Or maybe these not being connected by roads because there's this in the way. So maybe Gascony needs to be improved. Or actually you're a level 2. So let's build a road here. It's not done there, it's done here. Construct roads in this province. Contribute manpower. Contribute 75%. And then contribute wealth. So I don't have to pay it, because I don't want to pay that much money. Because that's a lot of money. How do I... Local wealth, here we go. Rural wealth, 49. Urban wealth, 28. So rural should be the guys paying for this. Will I involve either intense negotiation or coercion? It's not giving me any options to do that. So they might say no. Can't do any more manpower. Oh, corrupt ambassador. Things are happening. Low manpower, yeah, we know. Thanks. Aragon can like me less because they already adore me. It looks like I'm going to have to pay this one off myself. That's a lot of sodding money. Oh, I guess I can't do it because they don't have enough money actually in the province, do they? There's a bug that when you back out that shows convincing the locals to pay even though they can't. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to have to pay this off myself. So we've got the roads going on there. This is going to be a very expensive process. One of the things that I'd really like to do is, in the monthly budget, set manpower as well, rather than just money. Because if it's just going to be with money, that's going to take forever. So it'd be like, take 20% of my manpower and 10% of my ducats, and then use that to build the roads. So yeah, we're going to have to get up to 300 ducats before I do that again, I think. Because again, I want to keep a balance of 200. Going below that makes me slightly uncomfortable. That's true, this is still 1444. So, in 2 months' time, vanilla starts. So I think that's October 1444, isn't it? So everything we've done up till this point has been pre-vanilla. And I think we've done a fairly good job of curtailing the nobles and stuff in that time. Look, lesser nobles are actually gaining loyalty, that's good. It's when the 1600s hit that you start making serious bank. Yeah, that's what I was kind of expecting. But I think we've laid good foundations for everything. I mean, we've got urban gravity growing fairly well everywhere. Yes, I would like this technology. Am I ahead of time? No. Now I am. And we get a new type of guns. Swivel guns. Which come with even more shock resistance. So this is definitely showing like the downfall of heavy cavalry. The expense of producing bombards continued with their inability to make them a liability on the battlefield. The success of the Hussite rebel showed rulers the small mobile guns had a place on the battlefield. The Padero, also called the Burkos, Peria, a Boite or a Murderer, filled that niche. It was a small breech loading swivel gun that was quick firing for its time and light enough that it could be pulled on a limber, a two-wheeled cart that could be towed by horses, introduced by the Venetians in the 15th century. So it does a lot of morale damage, and it gives a lot of resistance to shock. And with that, I think artillery might actually be worth building. $1500s is the start of the modern state, 1600s is the real deal, and 1700s when you start putting a city in every province. Now I just wish that I could go to speed 4 so we could actually get to those eras in a reasonable time frame. Just over a year until I can give them some more privileges. I'm pretty sure that you are still doing me the support thing, which I need. You are. Good. Actually, I'm kind of curious. Have the Burkas taken any other territory anywhere? Nope, still just Lyonnais and Paris. But there's definitely a bigger spread of lesser nobles now throughout. The Greaters don't control everything anymore, which is good. Kind of curious. How many troops can you raise? 17, 7 and 3 versus 21, 11 and 6. So their power has definitely gone down, but they still have a lot of money in the bank. Annual income of 344 versus yours. 280. The Greatest are only just ahead of you. Oh, for goodness sake, really? This one's in Novgorod. So Ifenchif, this one might not reach Paris. And this is not a terrible plague, so this one might not. Nope, death is still bad. This just in. Death is still bad. I will do that because that's only just worse than doing it myself. 1800s is when every province is burghers. Well, this is making me want to play as Flanders. Oh man, MEIOU and Taxes to Victoria would be interesting. But I really still must do a MEIOU and Taxes. Actually, did you just ask me for access? You did. Oh, sorry. Have some access. Exceptionally cold, yeah. That's unfortunate. You're fighting against Milan. You're fighting against Pisa, Trieste, Siena, Aragon, Navarre, and Sicily. I have a feeling that Milan may have bitten off more than it can chew there. Master of the Mint has just died. Do I still have any of the church guys available? Because those were half price, I want to say. These two are. Production efficiency and tech cost. We'll go with you. That's 2.9 a month. I don't want to pay 2.9 a month. No, we're going to go with this guy. Also, he's a national unrest, so that's a good one. Charles VI is really getting quite old. Although his son's still only 8, so I shouldn't speak too soon. Next time we won't select the North American Central Africa countries. I kind of suspect that they don't make as much difference as having the formable tags. And also I suspect that the immersive weather is going to have a bigger impact. Because that's clearly calculating weather impacts and like worldwide constantly. With stuff like this. And the game's got to keep track of all of those events. It would be very interesting to get like an overview of what produces the biggest performance issues. So if anyone who plays a lot of MEIOU or reads the MEIOU forums and stuff knows of some kind of overview like that, please do let me know so I can pick and mix pieces for the next time I play this. Because I'm currently playing with historical immersion, historical weather, all tags, all formable tags, and I think one more thing. Oh no, the other submod is the smaller units. Yeah, that's irrelevant. That's purely graphical. It says I'm making a lot of money, but I'm not sure I believe it. 165. Should go up to 160, 171. $170. Huh. Maybe it is then. Meanwhile, Venice is still getting all the free stuff. Hey Mike, what did you miss? You missed the schooling of Naples, Venice, and Siena. You missed one of the most devastating plagues the game has ever seen. It was bad. It was really, really bad. That's about it, really.